Hey there YouTube, Wrestling Optimus here, back with another LEGO build and react video. Today we're going to be watching NXT Gold Rush while we build the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. Now to all you Star Wars nerds out there, this is better known as the Naboo Starfighter, and in episode 1 it looked a little bit more like this. Notice it had the yellow body and that distinctive Naboo chrome front. And that is what's depicted here on the Mandalorian's version. If you watch the show, you'll know that the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, wrecked his ship and needed a new one, so his favorite mechanic, Helimoto, got him a Naboo Starfighter, and they retrofit it to be almost entirely that chrome color, and then they replaced the droid area with a spot for baby Grogu. This is 412 pieces, which hopefully should keep me occupied throughout NXT Gold Rush here. And it looks like we get two full-size minifigs, the Mandalorian Din Djarin and Helimoto, as well as two microfigs, Grogu, and a BD droid. Interestingly, BD-1 from the Jedi Survivor video games is my favorite droid in all of Star Wars, so I'm really excited to be getting that figure for the first time. Anyway, let's hit play on this special event and open up the box. It looks like we got a decent-sized book here, and this is the first time I've ever seen this, but we have two 1-bags for some reason, and then a 2-bag. So 3 in total. I'm not sure why they're numbered that way. Let's get both those 1-bags out though. And before I dump out all those pieces, it looks like our first match is for the North American Championship. So that's going to be between Wes Lee, the current defending champion. Alright, there we go. I had to fix the camera for a second. But yes, I don't have an actual North American Championship, so this is my fake one made with an NXT UK title belt. Speaking of NXT UK, his opponent is going to be Tyler Bate, former 2-time NXT UK champion, and the only NXT UK Grand Slam champion, having also won the Heritage Cup and the tag titles. And I forget exactly why, but Ali is the special guest referee for this match. So we'll set those 3 figures up here for the duration of the match, and let's get building. So as I build Din Djarin here and his dark saber, I'll point out that yes, indeed, it did want me to dump out both those number 1 bags. Also in the match here, it looks like Mustafa Ali is engaging in a bunch of shenanigans. He's doing fast counts, he's doing slow counts, he's not counting at all. We're gonna set him over there. All right, we had some technical difficulties, but we are back, and we are also back from the first commercial break. I'm just now realizing that this is probably the most figures I'm gonna have out for any of the matches, and the most amount of Legos, given that I had to dump out 2 whole bags. So now it's time to see how well I can build in these cramped conditions. And your winner of the first match with a cardiac kick is Wes Lee, so he retains his championship. But again, lots of shenanigans by Ali. For some reason, he's holding up both their arms, and he's celebrating like he won, while these guys are looking at him very confused. Probably about as confused as I am right now. Alright, we're getting a video package now from Gigi Dolan. Not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this new character that she's taking on. But, hey, that's just my opinion. And now Kiana James is doing an interview. Kiana has ambition and Gigi Dolan can't even spell it. Good line. Yes, for anybody who didn't watch Raw, Finn Balor beat the ever-living crap out of Seth Rollins multiple times ahead of his match against Braun Breaker tonight. But as Vic Joseph just clarified, he is still medically cleared tonight. Have you ever been to a pep rally, Booker? No. I say that because Chase U just came to the ring, and it looks like we're going to be celebrating Thea Hale. She's introduced by Duke Hudson, of course, because Andre Chase is still injured, I believe. And I'm going to change out my figure to Drew Gulak, who is kind of part of Chase U right now. At least he's been training Thea Hale lately with his partner Charlie Dempsey. And since I don't have figures for anybody else, looks like it's just Drew. However, Thea Hale just admitted that she graduated high school last year, and now Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey don't want to train her anymore. But of course, humble Thea Hale just said that Duke Hudson is the MVP of Chase U. Even though they don't want to train her anymore, she's complimenting him so much that I think they might stay on. She's gonna dole out an Andre Chase-size ass whooping. Give me a Hale, yeah, get it? And of course, that brings out current NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. For some reason, they're emphasizing the fact that she's only 19 and saying that she's going to be the youngest women's champion in NXT history. I thought Roxanne Perez was pretty young, but I guess Thea Hale's even younger. Wait, she just said at Gold Rush next week? I thought this was Gold Rush. Oh my goodness, can I even get that in frame? This thing's gonna be huge. Here's a action figure for scale. Alright, now we're backstage with the Schism, and it looks like the Dyad might be dissenting from Joe Gacy. But whatever they're calling The Rock's daughter, she broke it all up and got them back on the same page for now. And cut to Diamond Mine reviewing tape. Oh, it looks like they're watching tape of Schism arguing. Oh, look. They're baby faces, so they have playful banter while they make fun of the heels. And that's going to bring us to our next match. It looks like it's going to be a triple threat tag team match between Briggs and Jensen, Gallus, and Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. Ugh, it's one of those cringy fake Twitter videos where they act like somebody's like hiding to film it. Looks like it's Roxanne Perez and maybe JC Jane? No, it's somebody else, not Roxanne Perez. I'm sorry, it's not Gallus, it's Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Hank and Tank. They're competing for a shot at Gallus, who's the current tag team champions. Now I get it. I have no idea what Booker T is smoking right now, but he is sounding like a madman. At least he's not ordering takeout during this match. I really appreciate how kind of jankety and asymmetrical this is right now. You can see this side has like this piece, but this side's going with these pieces. So it just looks a little bit different on each side, and that kind of gives it that retrofitted look. Oh, here we go. What does Booker T think he's on an episode of Kenan and Kel? I don't have any figures for this match, so let's set Drew Gulak aside. It sounds like this Gold Rush thing is a 2-week event because that tag title match against Gallus is going to be next week, as well as the women's championship match, I guess. Sounds like over 2 weeks, all the championships might be on the line. Ooh, Idris Enofe and Malik Blade win. Huh, I did not see that coming, but Briggs and Jensen have already been champions and Hank and Tank are still too new, so I guess it does make sense. But yeah, Malik Blade hits a frog splash for the win, and they're going to be taking on Gallus next week. Oh yeah, that's right. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo are in NXT right now for some reason. So we'll set their figures up here because they just confronted Gallus backstage. Oh my god, I think his name is Damon Kemp. He just challenged that Native American guy to a Raw Underground match. Why? Also, it looks like Blair Davenport was attacked backstage. And here's our first appearance of Seth freaking Rollins. So let's get that figure out. And he is talking to Nathan Fraser backstage, the former Ben Carter, who is honestly one of my favorite UK wrestlers. He's also the current Heritage Cup champion, having recently beat Noam Dar for it. He's making fun of him for having to carry the cup around everywhere. And here's Carmelo Hayes and his friend Trick Williams. Oh, that's right. Carmelo Hayes is going to face Baron Corbin for his NXT title next week. So I guess they're just kind of wishing each other luck while adding a little bit of competitive nature to their banter. Oh yeah, I do have a women's figure because Dana Brooke is taking on Cora Jade tonight. Not really sure if anything's on the line because neither of them have titles, but whatever. Good for Dana getting on TV. Seriously, look at the size of this thing. It's huge. Anybody else hate when Booker T says, "Let me tell you something"? Stop telling me things. Okay, Dana Brooke just apparently injured her knee. They're bringing out a stretcher during a commercial break. Trying to figure out if this is a work or a shoot right now. It's a work. She just got off the stretcher and started attacking Cora Jade. Alright, so there we have the bottom part of the engine. I feel so bad. Dana Brooke's supposed to be the baby face, but everybody's cheering for Cora, and they're rooting for Dana to tap out in this single leg crab. Meanwhile, looks like we got some sort of control panel here for the baby. And there you go. Cora Jade wins by referee stoppage. Lame finish. Alright, and it looks like there's our engine. Kind of looks like one of them old muscle cars. At first I thought it was the control panel for the Mandalorian, but I think we're going to build that in a second here. Oh, here we go. Von Wagner is going to tell Mr. Stone all about this apparent picture. And it's on to bag 2. Okay, it turns out that Von Wagner's story is he had some sort of condition where his skull started to fuse together too quickly, which inhibited brain growth. And so they did a surgery, and they left his whole head with a bunch of scars that made him look different, and so everybody at school picked on him. I mean, I guess that was kind of what they were alluding to, but it still kind of feels like an anticlimactic ending. Anyway, here's Pelimoto, the baby, and a BD droid. Alright, and we'll set them back here with Dinjarin for now. Okay, I brought out my Reggie figure because him and Axiom are in the locker room talking to that Native American guy, Eddie Thorne, I think his name is. Anyway, he's supposed to be taking on Damon Kemp next week in that Raw Underground match, when in walks Damon Kemp's real-life brother, Gable Steveson. He's a big-time free agent from the amateur wrestling world and was a huge get for WWE at this point years ago. Anyway, even though I think he still has yet to have an actual match, he says he's gonna train the guy taking on his brother. That doesn't really make sense, but sure, we'll go with it. And here comes Baron Corbin to confront Carmelo Hayes. Oh wow, I've been wrong this whole time. This is where Dinjarin's gonna be, and I guess we're gonna build the baby's pod back here. All right, they both exchanged jabs, but Carmelo definitely got the better of it. And that match is going to be happening next week. Interesting, Channing Stacks Lorenzo just kidnapped Joe Coffey. Alright, there's a women's tag team match going on right now, but I have no idea who these women are other than Lash Legends, so I'm just not really going to comment. Alright, let's put this first engine on. There you go. This thing is so big. I really don't think I'm going to be able to fit it on the camera later once it's done. Let's build that second engine now. And Lash Legends team wins. And of course, we have to spend 18 minutes letting Seth Rollins soak in his theme music from the crowd. But yes, let's change out the figure. because Seth is back to take on Braun Breaker in the main event of Night 1 of Gold Rush. All right, let's put the second engine on now. There we go. And yeah, that does not fit on camera. But you get an idea of the size, I guess, here. At least you can see the whole front this way. And then again, it's that long, so that's pretty cool. Let's put the torpedo in the front here. And that is actually underneath here. There you can see this kind of laser beam thing. And if I press down on that engine on top, that is what fires this. And so you can see it comes out. That's really awesome. Never seen a mechanism like that before. And now let's put our characters in. Looks like we needed to remove the jetpack in order for him to fit in there. Now we'll put the baby back here. There you go. And here's Pelly. And here is her BD droid. So there you go. Let's get Seth out of the frame for a minute. Let's move that right over here, get as much of it in frame as possible. As for NXT Gold Rush, it ends with Seth Rollins retaining the World Heavyweight Championship after giving 2 stomps to Braun Breaker, and the crowd sings his theme as we fade to black. Excuse me, we don't fade to black. Instead, Finn Balor comes out and beats up Seth Rollins some more, continuing the story from last night's Raw. And after their show of respect earlier, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams come out to make the save. And that's going to do it for today's build. I hope you enjoyed watching while I did that and reacted to NXT Gold Rush, apparently Night 1. If you did, make sure to do all that normal YouTube stuff. Like the video, share with any wrestling or action figure, or in this case, Lego friends you may know. Leave a comment down below with what you thought of the show or this Lego build. Subscribe to the channel and spread the word. You can also talk to me over on Twitter at WrestlingOptimus, or see all my best figure photography over on Instagram at WrestlingOptimus. If you haven't seen my latest video, it should be on screen now. But until next time, I've been Wrestling Optimus, and I'll catch you later.